Yesterday, Governor J.B. Pritzker was just down the street in Decatur, and he made an announcement that we are aspiring towards more electric vehicle manufacturing in the state of Illinois. Here's some of what the governor had to say yesterday.
We have big advantages over places like Mississippi, even over Texas and Michigan, and we utilize those advantages when we're attracting businesses.
And one of those things that we're attracting electric vehicle manufacturers and those who make components for electric vehicles. And the governor was at a facility in Decatur, TCCI Manufacturing, and to talk about what's going on there, we're joined now by Demirjian Huss, who is the vice president for TCCI. Kara, thanks for taking time with us this morning. Let's get right into it. What are you guys going to be doing there at TCCI?
Thanks, Greg. I'm excited to be here. Well, as this transportation sector shifts to sustainable mobility, we are excited to be bringing electric vehicle component manufacturing here to Decatur, manufacturing the electric compressors, which are an extremely critical component to the electric vehicle that impacts charging speed, cabin cooling, and battery cooling in vehicles. In addition, we're also within this same facility under one roof going to be creating a climatic center for research and innovation, as well as an EV training academy for engineering and software technology with our partners at Richland Community College, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, as well as Northern Illinois University. So a lot going on here, Greg.
And this is a $20+ million project, and the state's utilizing its recently created REV tax credits that are focused on electric vehicle manufacturing, and that includes components like the compressors you're talking about here. But I think, part of this is not just the manufacturing aspect. The educational aspect here is pretty huge because in Central Illinois, we want to, obviously we're the heart of the United States, with all the major, arteries going in and out from the rail to major highways and even access to ports. Talk about the significance of the education aspect here moving forward into the future.
I have to say first, we applaud Governor Pritzker, Senator Turner, and Representative Scheer for having these leaders in place who understand what needs to happen in electrification and in workforce development and research in this industry. So as you said, workforce development is a huge area of need as we think about our funnel coming down the pipeline. It's these innovative partnerships that help us develop these new programs for our students. What we're talking about here is actually having Richland Community College's classrooms and auditorium inside our manufacturing facility, which is unique, I think, in the nation. And we're thinking about this not just from an engineering perspective, but from all levels that are needed in that education and workforce space. So talking about stackable credentials, certificates, pathway STEM programs, apprenticeships that all prepare our workforce in areas ranging from engineering technicians and electronic controls manager all the way into software engineers and environmentalists. These new jobs that are coming in this industry are significant, and we need to really be thinking about how we train and develop people and students and even those that are retraining themselves for this industry as we look ahead.
We're talking with the vice president of TCCI over in Decatur, Demirjian Huss, about an announcement of a new project moving forward to get some tax incentives to create jobs that are going to be manufacturing components for electric vehicles. Kara, of course, this seems to be, old but new technology, right? We've had electric vehicles on the roadways for quite some time, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions, including the infrastructure for charging stations, how we manufacture batteries more domestically. I know that there's been incentives in the state next over in Indiana for a large battery hub to be manufactured there. How can the state of Illinois best attract not just, the Rivian types, not just the TCCIs making components, but even more attract those businesses to come in and invest for manufacturing batteries, for manufacturing charging hubs, hubs for manufacturing all of these other components that are needed?
Well, the whole movement of electrifying Illinois, and really the whole change in this transportation system, like you're talking about, Greg, is critical. And I think the pieces that Governor Pritzker and our legislators have put into place with the REV and being awarded that first reimagining electric vehicle incentive program, these are all big pieces that are making a difference. And it's also about the partnerships that we have. Part of yesterday that was so rewarding was the number of support from legislators, the Illinois Commerce Commission, that are really working together in Illinois to be able to make this impact. And without that, it's just things like this aren't possible, and people have the ability to make choices anywhere. And Illinois is a leader as far as electrification and an innovation hub. And, this goes far beyond that. I mean, with our Climatic Center for Innovation and Research, we're doing things just like that to help advance research, because there are so many components to this industry that need to happen. And we're hoping that this is the catalyst for more business to continue to come. Our research center will support technology advancements, climatic testing for high voltage systems, battery cooling, and both AC and heat pump capabilities, and have a DC fast charging inside the chamber, which, as you can imagine, the impact of weather and conditions on an electric vehicle are significant. And there's a lot of research that has to happen, and that's going to happen right here in Illinois. So this investment that the state is making with TCCI, as well as with our partners at Richland Community College and the city of Decatur, is really advancing those opportunities for others to come to Illinois. So we're excited to be a leader in that.
Well, there's no question we get extremes of all weather, the high heat, yes, the cold. So I imagine we will be a testing ground for all of that. Kara Demirjian Huss, Vice President of TCCI, thanks so much for taking time with us.
Thank you for having me.
From the Fly SPI studios, take the easy way out. WMA.